Good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the Athletics Podcast. Welcome back. We are excited. We are ready to get this rolling, this ball going. It's happening. It's happening, everybody. It's happening. So, as you saw me guys on Tuesday, we talked about the games for the Eagles and Cowboys. We also were talking about watching also the Kansas City Chiefs and the LA Chargers. What happened the last two nights? What happened? What's going on? And that answer is coming right up. We are going to have that for you. But first, we got to talk about specifically the Cowboys game first. Dallas Cowboys and Eagles played on Thursday, September 4th. Eagles 24, Cowboys 20. Eagles, Cowboys. I got to say that was a fantastic start to our week. And I ain't going to lie, the Chargers and Chiefs game was just the whipped cream. The whipped cream and the cherry, that was that game as well. But what an amazing showing, I got to say, for the Dallas Cowboys. Fresh off of losing Micah Parsons. Honestly, I expect their defense to honestly had been more sloppier, but it was not. They played fantastic. Now, offensively, they could have done a lot better job in the second half for sure. But the defense really showed up, limiting the Eagles to 3 points the entirety of the second half. No score, basically, besides a singular field goal. Scoreless fourth quarter. Just amazing defense. Amazing defense all around from the whole team. Just looked all around. Dak could have played better, but, he did good. 21-34 on 188 yards. Fantastic. Jalen Hurts, kind of same way. Not a lot of yards. 19 for 24 for 152. Solid. But the real thing I want to talk about for the Cowboys had to be the running game of Javonte Williams. What a showing. What an absolute showing from this young man. Absolutely crazy showing. 15 carries for 54 yards and not one, but 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns in his first, I would say, legitimate game. Javonte Williams was drafted, I think, 2 seasons ago, but he kind of just played the third string, kind of just, sat in the background. But this is his big break, and he did, in my opinion, fantastic. He did fantastic. Just amazing there. CeeDee Lamb, 7 receptions for 110 yards. Just amazing. Just overall, amazing performance by the Cowboys. Also, yes, but that we will talk about. That amazing game we will talk about shortly. But slow down, JD, slow down. We're not there yet. We're not there. But again, just amazing performance by CeeDee Lamb on the Cowboys end. George Pickens, I won't lie, a little disappointing. 3 catches for 30 yards. But he's new on the team, new to the team. He's just got to learn his rhythm, his flow. He'll get there. But I was expecting a little more. Eagles side, though, Saquon Barkley did a solid job, I would say. 18 carries for 60 yards on a 3.3 average for 1 touchdown. Not bad. Honestly, though, I got to say, Jalen Hurts honestly played the running game better than Saquon Barkley did. 14 carries, 62 yards on a 4.4 average with 2 touchdowns. Wow, so a lot of... All right, Jalen Hurts, I guess... Are you trying to be Lamar Jackson? What are you doing, man? You being a snake over there? But something we do have to talk about from the Cowboys game that was a real big threat right off the bat was defensive tackle Jalen Carter ejected from Eagles and Cowboys game for spitting on Dak Prescott. What is going on? Come on, guys. I mean, I know it's a big rivalry. I know the tensions are high, but what's going on? So yeah, Jalen Hurts was removed. He was removed from the game. I believe he was fined. He should have been fined for the showing, the outcome. Overall, just he should have done. He probably just shouldn't have done that in general. But I was reading an article actually about Jalen Hurts, actually voiced his opinion and, about what happened. Him and Dak actually both talked, or at least had their own opinions from different news outlets and different interviewers, but both agreed that it was an accident. At least that's what they both feel. Even Dak himself quoted that he didn't feel that it was necessary for Jalen to get ejected. However, though, getting Jalen out did like Dak said, he felt it did help them going forward. But I mean, obviously that wasn't the case. I mean, they still lost 24-20 without Jalen Carter. Honestly, if anything, Jalen Carter was still in that game, it probably would have been a little harder for the Cowboys, honestly, if Jalen Carter was on the field. So amazing outshowing, but like I said, nothing too crazy this, but definitely surprised, especially because Jalen Carter's new to the game. Jalen Carter's he was only drafted about I think 23. He was drafted in 23. It's funny actually because as a Seahawks fan, we actually were eyeballing him for a while when that draft came around. So I mean, not saying doesn't look like he's a bad guy. We're not going to say, I don't think we should consider Jalen Carter a locker room cancer or locker room, problem. But for sure, definitely, glad they were able to, somewhat resolve the situation. The Cowboys and Eagles have stated, though, that they will revisit the situation before the next time they visit later in the season for the second game. They will try to address it, so hopefully this doesn't happen again in their next game. Speaking of that, gotta say I'm excited to see Sunday. Sunday's going to be amazing. Sunday's going to be fantastic. Oh, my God. So many more games to come, and we've already had so many good ones. We've had only 2 games, and they've been so good. So, I gotta say, I am super, super stoked for the future of this season. This season is already starting off so hot. Just absolutely, wow. I am excited. Are you? Sorry, JD. But something we should talk about, though, speaking of games, Chiefs and Chargers. What a matchup. I got to, I won't lie, I missed out on the first half, but I was there for after halftime, pretty much watching it after halftime. And man, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I joined in at the perfect time. Because definitely third quarter, fourth quarter was definitely where it all started getting really good. Throws after throws, plays after plays. I mean, both Justin Herbert needs to be talked about. Let's talk about Justin Herbert for starters. Holy crap. That young man is showing his talent, and I'm so happy for him. I've had a liking for this young man even before he was drafted. So, very happy for him. 25 for 34, 318 yards, 3 touchdowns. Easily so far the best showcasing out of all 4 quarterbacks so far. Justin Herbert, without a doubt, is right now the number 1 quarterback. What an amazing performance. Oh my God, just 3 touchdowns, man. Over 300 yards, bro. Like, crazy. Patrick Mahomes, though, got to give him some credit, too. Can't sleep on him. He had a much better second half for sure. 24-39, 258 yards, also really good. 1 touchdown. I see you as well. I see you there, Patrick Mahomes. I gotta say, not much of a run game. Isaiah Puko and Kareem Hunt, 5 carries, 1 for 25 yards, other for 16. So not much of a run game, definitely a more throwing game. Speaking of a throwing game, though, Travis Kelce, bro, what are you doing? Did you get it? Are you still in La La Land? Are you still in the honeymoon phase, man? What was that? 2 receptions all game for 47 yards, dude. I mean, 47 yards is good. Averaging 23.5 yards and a touchdown is amazing. But, yeah, only 2 catches all game. Got a touchdown, though, at least. But, come on. I mean, Hollywood Brown, 10 receptions for 99 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster, 5 receptions for 55 yards. So, I mean, don't sleep on the wide receivers. But, Travis, man, I expected better. I expected a lot better. Hopefully next week you'll prove that to us, because I'm hoping you getting married isn't like the downfall of your career. That would suck. Also, something to also point out from the Chargers' end is Najee Harris. He surprisingly actually made an appearance for this game. He only ran 1 time for 5 yards, so just wanted to point that out. Kind of a small thing. But I got to say, the ending of that game, though, is really what takes the cake. I sadly cannot find the photo. Maybe someone else can find it for me, or I will find it tonight. I'm going to find it for my next podcast. But at the end of the game, with about 2 minutes and 20 seconds remainder, if you can find the official game and skip to the last 3 minutes of the game, I would say watch it, because about 2 minutes left of the game before the 2-minute warning, the absolute disappointment on Patrick Mahomes' face was priceless. I feel for the guy. I feel bad. He played really hard in the end, so he definitely stepped up in the end. I just don't think the rest of his team really was in the same headspace as him, same swivel on his shoulders, as you would say. And so just the face, so disappointed. And he actually made his opinions very publicly. Patrick Mahomes was very blunt. He's very blunt in his post-game assessment and his post-game interview. And this was his exact quote. His quote on the Chiefs was simply, "We didn't match the Chargers' efforts," with the quote being, "They definitely came out with more energy than we did. We're not just going to come back and win every game." That is a good point. Patrick Mahomes is right. You can't come back and win every game. And so he expressed that he felt his team didn't perform up to the way they should have, which, honestly, again, I kind of agree with him. I mean, they definitely let this game slip between their fingers for sure. But it's only game 1. It's not, it's not crazy important. But again, I gotta say, I kind of got a good, I won't lie, I got some humor out of the disappointment. I got some humor. But I gotta say, I feel bad for the Chiefs. Hopefully, there's always next week. But, man, I feel bad for them. I'm really sorry they had to go through all that and deal with that. Just an absolute disappointing, feat, I would say. But, speaking of that, let's take a look, Ski, while we're here. We should really take a look at the MLB. See what's happening in the baseball world, shall we? The baseball world, we got some games from yesterday. Diamondbacks, Red Sox. Red Sox lost 10-5. Sorry, Red Sox fans. Diamondbacks had your number. But, it's only game 1. Still can win the series. It's not over. Athletics and Angels. Athletics win 10-6. Even a bigger disappointing performance from the Angels. Wow. Padres and Rockies. Rockies won 3-0. Wow. I got to see. Hold on. What? Who on the Rockies, though? Okay, so there was one home run. Oh, okay. So there's only one home run, and it was by Hunter Goodman. Oh, Hunter Goodman's awesome. Gotta love that kid. Wow. Okay. So I gotta give it to them. That's a crazy win. That's a crazy win, honestly. Like, because the Padres, they kind of need to win. They still need to win. So for them to lose, that definitely is not in their favor. Giants and Cardinals. Giants take it 8-2. Surprising, actually really close and actually interesting game from the Astros and the Rangers. A big brawl down in Dallas. Well, not Dallas, sorry. Texas, if we're being exact. Texas. But I got to say, though, I got to give it to them. The Texans, the Rangers, the Rangers have been looking really, really good this year. They've been really good this year. I got to say, absolutely impressive performance, absolutely impressive feat from them. Just absolutely all around impressive, got to say. Yeah, I got to say I was impressed. I won't lie, I am trying to see if I can find the Patrick Mahomes face I was talking about, but it seems that they removed the full-on stream, which kind of sucks. They have the highlights, but they straight up removed the entire broadcast, which I guess that kind of sucks, but I guess they just didn't record it, but that's okay. I'm trying to see if I can see, though, this face. Maybe will they show the disappointment? I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to take a look here. But while this is playing through, we're going to continue. Guardians and Tampa Bay Rays. Guardians 7-1. 7-1 Guardians. So absolutely amazing, impressive feat on their end. Wow, just solid week. We're getting to the end, though. We're coming to a close. We are coming to a close on this season in terms of baseball. Playoffs for baseball wise will start at the beginning of October. So it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. If you're watching baseball right now, if you're paying attention, you gotta be paying attention right now to what's going on with them right now. But let's talk before we actually finish or go back to before we get back into the football world. I do want to talk about, though, some local, for a second, sports, and talk about the Mountaineers and how they're doing. Take a look how they're doing this year, how they are doing. Excited to see how they do. Their last game was apparently July 30th against, I'm sorry, I guess I missed out on the dates. But last game was against Keene in Vermont. Keene won 8-2. Yeah, I was informed that the Mountaineers didn't have a great season this year, but that's okay. That's okay. There's always next year, guys. You can't be the most amazing team in Vermont without, losing sometimes. It happens. But one thing I'd like to video share with you guys, anybody in the audience. Actually, before we do share this video, does anybody have any thoughts? I think this is a perfect time, comment. If you're not watching live, that's okay. I'm aware that a lot of my, the people that view my videos are usually afterwards, which is okay. But, comment. Please comment, because I do check out the videos and how they're doing. And so if you leave a comment and I don't get to you today live, I will try my best to remember to get to you in the next podcast, in the next live. I'll answer your questions, kind of thing. Like maybe we'll do like at the beginning Q&A where I'll just answer questions that have been asked in the past. Who knows? We'll try something fun. We'll try something fun. It'll be unique. It'll be fun. We will have a good time. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Absolutely gonna love it. Okay. And so now we're gonna quickly full screen this. Okay. All right. We are ready to And so we are watching. We got 2 minutes and 41. This is the drive. This is where like things were really good in my opinion. We won't show too much. We'll try to actually, let's see if we can wait a second. Oh no, actually this is the play I want to show anyway. Right here. This is the play that pretty much ended the game right here. Yeah. That play alone, and then the next, I think it's the next play too. I think these 2 plays alone were just pretty much put the game on ice right here. Yeah. No, is it the next play? It must be the next play. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it's definitely this play. Because it was at the 2-minute warning, yeah. Yep, Justin Herbert, this is the move, yep. Got absolute space. Look at that. Absolute space. I want to see if they show highlight or go back. Let's see if they go back. Or maybe I'll have to go back. I don't know. Oh, there's Jones. He's upset. Yeah, they didn't. Oh, dang. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let's go back. Actually, hold on. Where's number 23? I need to look at 23 for a second. Because 23, Trey Quill. Yeah, here. Trey Quill. This guy right here. Trey Quill was not having a good night last night. He was mad. So that run play that you just saw seconds ago, he was very angry at Jones and everybody else, and he was throwing a tantrum. 100% was throwing a tantrum. He was mad. Trey Quill, I can't blame him, though. He's a really good cornerback. He's doing really well for the Chiefs. But, yeah, he was very mad. He showed, he definitely was very upset. See Travis here. Got all the guys here, and Patrick. Yeah, I mean, he's, you could see it. He looks like he played hard. Doesn't look too happy. And so we'll transition back. Boom. Oh. Boom. But yeah, no, he wasn't happy. He was not happy. Like I said, Patrick made it very clear. He said it. His statement was simply that we didn't bring the energy and that we can't always come back. We can't always win them all. We can't always make some crazy comeback. But that's okay. That's okay. Patrick Mahomes, either way, I think he did amazing. But again, it is kind of funny to see him lose because he's kind of a poor sport. But either way, though, that is it. I think that's going to wrap our time for today. I think we'll focus on some more things, but I think I really wanted to focus primarily on the games from last 2 nights. They were crazy. They were definitely worth watching. If you didn't get to see them, please watch the highlights or maybe figure out how you can watch it. But I got to say, it definitely was a good game, and I am so excited for tomorrow. Actually, before we go, let's one more time. We're gonna cap one more time the coming games, the games that are coming up. We're gonna cap it off with quickly Dolphins Colts at 1:00 going down. Steelers Jets, Panthers Jaguars, Cardinals Saints, Giants Commanders, Buccaneers Falcons, Bengals Browns, Raiders Patriots, 49ers Seahawks, Titans Broncos. Oh. He's a Giants now, but whatever. Lions, Packers, that'll be a good one too. Texans, Rams, and then finishing off the night, we'll have the Ravens and the Buffalo Bills, which will be a great night ender. And then Monday, we have a night game between the Bears and the Vikings. So that will also be a nice division game, to end the week off. So we're going to get into it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be loud. It's going to be awesome. I am excited for Sunday. I can't wait to tune in with you guys soon. We are going to tune in and talk about these games, but I hope you guys are able tomorrow to find some time to sit down with your family, friends, maybe go to your local sports bar. I don't know what you're going to do, but please take an opportunity. It's week 1. Just sit down, watch it. You don't got to watch all the games all year if you don't want to, but I would advise watching week 1 because these games, these first 2 games are really important. We get to really see who's gonna be, this season's big hitters. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. And please be safe in this gross, wet weather. Thank you so much. Have a great day. My name is Logan Luce, and this